Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And it is the 8th of December, and we have a content preview. Also, the Valor Cup season has ended, so whatever your normal Valor Cup ending rank was, you got crystals for that and coins and other rewards. Ranked Valor Cup is over, and now the new season of Valor Cup has started. So let's take a look at those rules really fast. Increases blue orb skill point increase by 50%, and then when you send 5 orbs of blue, increases the ult gauge of your front line by 50%. Not really that good of a rule. It's actually quite terrible. There's no extra damage in there, no gauge increase for ults or anything. Well, there is, but sending 5 blues, it's not a very impactful thing. But the content preview. 1210 to 1260. Oh, wait, before we do this, what's the next meta? A light meta. Okay. So, in case you don't know, the incoming ranked season of Valor Cup, so season 26, that'll happen in January, the final battle, whatever you're fighting, so here it's a dark enemy, determines what the next incoming meta is, so it'll be light focused since we have a dark enemy. So, alright, light meta coming. Good to know. Alright, let's find out. This should be Violet, the final character that was pre-data mined, so we know that she's coming, and she has some expectations to fill. So let's just jump in. And oh my god, yeah, look, it's Violet. Violet the Sinister Knight. Okay, sure. Let's see, what's in her banner? Festive Memories and Fire 5-star EX characters. Sure. Okay, this goes until the 26th. Alright. 1210 to 1226. We've got part 3 of the Countdown Quest, Platinum Hammers, Anniversary Medals, Holy Night Battle, Demonic Gift. Battle against extra high difficulty bosses in stages with special field effects. This is new. We've never had this before. Starts on Monday the 16th, so technically Sunday the 15th, so it's a week from now. And also goes until the 26th. Okay. Jubilee starts tomorrow, goes until the 6th, 17th, 18th. Doesn't the meta end on the 26th? This ends so early. Okay, sure. Ooh, more limited time stages. Okay, starts also tomorrow. By clearing high difficulty quests with move out limits, you can get 5-star awakening materials. Chamber of Memories is very much a end game kind of thing. They have very specific team building requirements, whether it be very specific forces only allowed, whether it be, no 5-star characters. This is end game content right here. It's going for 15 days. Corridor of Awakening, this is where you get the currency to get extra dupes of your old free-to-play, 4-star characters you got out of the Flashback Bazaar. Character intro quests, so 30 crystals for Violet. Okay, cool. Predation battle. Oh, for attack skills again. Oh. Huh. So they're not doing the rotation. So I guess they're going to tailor it more for whatever the team needs, because we don't have any body and spirit skills or defense skills. We have magic skills and attack skills for this team. Well, that's not true. Huh. Okay, well, I mean, we use a lot of attack skills, so, I mean, it's better than getting a whole stage dedicated to body and spirit, which are not used that much. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. Tempest Harvest, this is going on right... No, we have a Tempest Harvest going right now. This is the next one after. And that's it. So we still... Okay, so funny thing is that we still have not seen the Ogre's Pride rerun that's been in the data for literal months. It's one of the only other reruns that have not happened from prior to the 3rd anniversary or the antagonist meta, besides Protector of Peace, which was brand spanking new at the time. So I wonder when that's gonna come in here. Okay, well, we've got a lot to do. Violet's coming tomorrow. 5-star... So Festive Memories and Fire EX characters. Let's take a look at that. Who's going to be in there? So let's go fire. Rimuru, Shizu, not you. Shuna is already like in the part 1 banner. Lumi? Would they bring Prosper Lumi back? I mean, they could. She'd be really good for the team because of her conversion. Idol Shuna is already in the part 1. I mean, Summer Lumi, I guess. Momiji and Shizu could be interesting picks, but they're AoE. And they're also not on Festive Memories. I mean, there's more than a few picks. Festive Memories means that Idol Shuna is going to be there. And she's the only Festive Memories EX character. Right? Not Tempest Fleet, Festive Memories. Yeah, so it's going to be Idol Shuna for guaranteed because everyone else is normal 5-star. And then as far as other 5-stars, if they wanted to make the banner like actually bait worthy, they'd probably put Prosper Lumi. They'd put Momiji, maybe Commander Shuna there, or not Shuna, but Shizu. But I highly, highly doubt. Regardless, this banner is easily a skip. This entire meta is a skip. But if we talk about what this Violet needs to do, like what is going to make or break this Violet, is that she is going to need the Prosper Rimuru skill for this team to function. So Rimuru, his second skill, increases his own magic attack by 100%. I don't know if we'll get that, but more importantly, increases skill points by 150 after 8 turns from the start of battle, can exceed cost limit. So right now, the problem with the Festive Memories team is that you physically do not have enough points to use both Maribel and Momiji's skills. They're both one-turn things. You can only hold part of them, but 90 points plus 90 equals 180, and you only have 150. So you physically cannot use both their buffs at the same time. So what this Violet is going to have to do is she's going to have to allow us to get more points overall on the nuke turn so we can actually use both of these high-cost skills. And I swear to God, if she doesn't, this team is dead in the water. More so than it kind of already is because it's not going to get updated for another year. I really don't enjoy using the gimmick as a defensive measure because it can run out and then you're no longer defensive and you're just at the mercy of whoever's hitting you, which, as we've shown during Emils and this beatdown battle, like, if you don't have a barrier, you're going to take a butt ton of damage. And that's not really what you're looking for out of a defensive team. And sure, you could stack numbers of barriers up, but if they're always getting taken out, then you're never going to have more than like 1 or 2, which will save some damage, but not 7 hits worth of damage. So we really need this incoming Violet, who's going to be fire, because she has to be the DPS character. Both Maribel and Momiji are not type advantage, and they both have support alts. So this is going to be another fire Violet, just EX Unbound, who needs to have that Prosper Rimuru skill of some way, shape, or form, of giving it, maybe it's not 150 points, maybe it's more than that, because we have more buffs that we want to use, like 200 points after 8 turns or something. But if this Violet does not have that ability, it's going to be legitimately awful. Because then you cannot use big time buffs, which this team has big time buffs. It's a stacking team that happens to be defensive. Because you're stacking 30% alt damage every turn. The barriers will keep you alive, yeah, sure. You're slowly but constantly resetting skill costs, which is not as good as having a higher skill cap and more skill points, but it's a way for them to kind of tweak the team a bit so it's not just a blue stacking team over and over and over again. But we need to be able to get some extra points out of this Violet. And even then, it's like, do we ever use this Prosper Rimuru outside of the Prosper team for this, like, this one skill to give you extra skill points? No. So, assuming that Violet's going to do the same thing, am I going to use her outside of the Festive Memories team to get me extra skill points on a nuke turn when she's not the focus? No. Which means that her overall viability and general team building is not really that high to begin with. Because she's going to have some kind of personal buff, whether it's attached to the skill point skill or it's a second skill, which we don't know what it's going to be. Which, by the way, because she's coming out tomorrow, we'll get a skill preview tomorrow morning, Monday, at 3 a.m. Pacific time, my time. So 9 hours from now. I won't be awake for that, but I'll cover it when I do wake up. So we'll find out probably that first skill that's going to give us skill points because we need to know that she's going to have it. But she's going to be a DPS. She better have this skill. Like, I'm not going to put my whole, like, she will have crit or I'll eat my shoe thing that I did with Blanc. I'm just going to say, like, straight up, if this Violet does not have a skill point skill, this team is fucked. The team is awful. So, good luck. I don't know what her other skill will be. Damage, orb changing, debuffing, extra barriers, maybe, probably. We'll have to see. But right now, like, nobody should really be summoning for this Festive Memories team. We still have not heard what these two special projects are in December, and it's currently December 8th. So it's like, what are we doing here, guys? When are you going to tell us something? I don't know. But the time frame is a bit wonky, because I mentioned it earlier. Jubilee ends really early. Like, the Festive Memories banners don't leave till the 26th, the day after Christmas. Well, it'll leave on Christmas Day for me, technically. But Jubilee is going to be here only until the 17th. So if we look at it, it starts tomorrow and it goes until next Tuesday. So it's here for, a full run, but even including like the 3 days of time it takes to score people and then give out the rewards, that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days before the next meta, which doesn't really happen. So are we gonna see what these special projects are, like, once Jubilee is over, once the team has been used and the scores have been calculated? I don't really know, guys, but they got to tell us something about this if they're still planning on releasing it in December. Like, they haven't said anything else about it, whether or not it's going to be delayed or if it's a real thing or what it's going to be. Like, they haven't said jack crap about what this is. So I would expect if they're actually going to hold to the December timeline, we should start hearing about that sooner rather than later. But again, I don't know. A lot of people are asking for a collab. I honestly, is it a collab? Maybe, sure. You can be whatever you want to be, but is it just, oh look, hey, we brought back some special memory or special Chamber of Memories missions. Oh hey, we're gonna introduce some new kind of fight. Like, is that their special project 1 and 2? I don't know. They're not labeled it, so I doubt it. But anything is possible at this point. So just please temper your expectations for whatever the fuck this is going to be. Please don't summon for Violet. Like, you shouldn't be summoning for this team. It's not very impressive. You should be holding for probably the New Year's team that'll come out on the 26th, because generally New Year's teams are pretty good. Or you should be, like, hoarding your crystals and waiting for, maybe, it's a while from now, but somewhere around the 3.5 anniversary. Like, 6 months of saving will give you quite a bit of crystals to summon for. That's what's going to be, like, my next best opinion for you to do. It's not fun telling people to save crystals. Like, obviously, you're not going to listen to me if there's someone you want to summon for. But, more often than not. Last year we got Exalted Champions, which is still a really good team. Exalted Champion Velzard is still a top-tier protector. The team is still very good, so it's got staying power. Most of the half-anniversary teams have staying power. Most of the anniversary teams have staying power. Divine General, sorry, but we have quite a bit of stuff coming over the next week and a half or so. Week. So, let me know what you guys think about this new Violet. Like, what do you think her other skill will be, assuming that she's going to have some way to raise her skill points? What do you want her other skill to do? And I guess we'll see what it does in 9 hours from now. And yeah, that's going to be about it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night, 24 hours from now, for the summons for this Violet. And hopefully we can get some luck, and then we don't have to summon for the rest of December, maybe, until the next meta on Christmas? Is the next meta going to release on Christmas? That's going to suck, because I'm not going to be around for that. I don't know a lot of people who will. All right, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all tomorrow night.